One of the things I'm asked quite a lot is, how is the emotional enrichment that we practice with wild animals applicable to working with your domestic animals, your horses, your dogs, your cats, whatever. Actually, it's extremely close. The only difference between a wild animal and a domestic animal is 10,000 years of breeding, in which the instincts and the lack of inhibition is bred out of the animal. In other words, no wild animal has inhibition, so what they feel is what they'll do. That's why it's so difficult to work with a big cat, and why it's never completely safe unless you exactly know what that animal's feeling and thinking and how to react to it. My safety with big cats is totally dependent upon my knowledge of how they're feeling that moment, that day, and how to respond to it. My relationship is not terribly important as far as my safety is concerned. With a domestic animal, they have many of the instincts and attitudes that a wild animal has, but they've got inhibition, and they also have had all of those very wild instincts bred out of them, as I said, over 10,000 years. But they still have the same attitudes and feelings and motivations and emotions. So they still respond, as these animals do, to feeling secure and content around you, and to feeling comfort and security by your presence. And if you work with them with positive reinforcement, in the same way that we work with these wild animals, you'll have a much more content, secure, stable, well-balanced domestic animal. I have dogs and cats and so forth at home, just like everybody else, and I work with them not that much differently than I do with these animals. I just have to be a lot more careful with the wild animals as far as not making any mistakes.